Hi everyone, it's Colette. Good morning, because it's almost afternoon. So, just wanted to go live with what I call a couch talk. I do these periodically just to kind of talk to you guys about things that have been on my mind and things that maybe I've gotten questions from clients. So, I was working on the other day my menu, and for the week, it looks messy on here because I don't have thinner menu. It's a wipe off. I don't have thinner markers. I had them, but they were swiped. um, so I wanted to talk a little bit about this. That's why I have it with me. And also, as I'm drinking my smoothie for lunch, I want to talk a little bit about what's in here, that type of thing too, and then meal prep, meal planning, that kind of thing, which is part of the healing process and part of balancing your hormones and going into, I guess, as you're getting older, being healthier. Um, all of these things play a part, and that's why I help people with this piece too, especially if it's hard for you to do that. Go through the behavior change, changing your own behavior of eating differently. You don't need to be perfect. The idea is just start somewhere, and I kind of meet you exactly where you are, with no guilt, no shame, um, and complete understanding. And anyone that's worked with me, that's on this group, feel free to comment below, because I always have the biggest compassion for all of you. And I love that you're in this community. But I want to talk a little bit about how you can get ahead and really start thinking about what you need to get your body exactly where it needs to be. So, for example, if you are dealing with mold toxicity, which you know is one of my specialties because I've been down that road way too many times, and and I understand it well. I understand what it takes to get it out of your body, what foods you have to get rid of, and what foods you need to reintroduce, um, and also the supplements, the lifestyle, all of that, the test, your house, your body. I understand the whole thing, and it's actually part of my course, that I'm relaunching. It has a whole mold aspect to it. So with mold, you're focused on completely different foods and also completely different things in regards to stress. Mold impacts, as you've probably heard me say, because it puts tiny tears in the gut lining, impacts your digestion. It can impact your gut. It can show up a lot of different ways, and you don't realize you have it, and it can totally throw your hormones off. So you might be thinking it's your hormones and the hot flashes are your hormones, when in fact it could be mold. And that was what happened to me, where it was an infection after infection after infection, gut issues, and hormones being off, and cortisol being too high, sleep being affected, and it was all mold around it. And it depends on your genetics. So there's many things we can do to coach you back to feeling your best. So that's one aspect. Or just having too big of, like, your body might be impacted differently than somebody else's body, when it comes to environmental toxins or toxins in your home. And you don't know that until you see symptoms, and the symptoms again are just everyday symptoms, or you're just thinking, gosh, why do I have a headache all the time? Or why do I constantly feel poorly? Or why am I not sleeping well? Why am I getting hot flashes? Those types of things. One of the aspects of that is planning your food and getting ahead of it, because sometimes, and we all can be guilty of this, even myself, that we get too busy, I guess, to plan. But because we're too busy, we actually need to plan more so that we can make sure we get enough protein in our shakes. So there is a formula for that. I actually have it as one of my videos that talks more and more about protein. I do have high protein recipes if you need those. Those are available to purchase. I think it's like $20 pretty affordable. And you can work with me one-on-one to help you get to exactly where you want to go. Whether it's with your weight, whether it's with your energy, whether it's with your no longer hot flashes, and yes, you can get rid of them. Or it's just about, hey, I just want to age better. I just want to prevent those diseases later, as I talk about me, a centenarian, and start thinking about that. Or it's maybe dealing with mold or any other toxin burden, just feeling better. So over here, I did my smoothie this morning. I thought I'd talk about it as I'm drinking it. And in this smoothie, I have 30 grams of protein. Now, a regular shake is, regular protein, the powder I use is 10 grams. So I knew I needed to double that up. So this took some pre-planning, but higher protein is going to help you immensely with better cognitive, brain, better gut function, energy, weight, sleep, just about everything you can imagine. And it's surprising understanding how that protein works. And if you're having trouble digesting a higher amount of protein, come see me. Let's figure out what's going on so that we can get that protein up for you. So in this one, I used like a vanilla protein powder, and I did a couple scoops to get up to 20. And then I had to figure out how to get it a little bit higher. So I actually added 10 grams of hemp seeds, which is just 3 tablespoons. And I added some broccoli sprouts, which you cannot taste, in here to help with estrogen. It's sulforaphane, which is really needed for your hormones. And it also is very helpful for mold, getting your body to detox better. So there's a lot of benefits. The sprouts have at least 2 to 3 times more beneficial properties than regular broccoli. Easier to digest too. And then I did add some frozen cherries, which have a lot of benefits, and then a little bit of bananas. So this is what I have in my smoothie today. And there's a lot of things you can be doing as long as you're planning so that you can get up to your high numbers of where you need to be so that your body can stay healthy and energized and sleep better and better weight. So on my menu, as I said, I have this wipe off board, which makes it super easy. I honestly just got a piece of paper, type that on there, the days of the week, and then just write it out. And I love that I can wipe it off each week. I started keeping a binder of my favorite recipes, which made it super easy. And just put all those in a tab, and then put a tab of the ones I wanted to try so that I wouldn't forget. I had it all on the computer, but I'm a visual learner, so I found it better this way. So let me give you an idea of what I'm planning for this week. And again, if you need help with this, let me know. I do have a recipe book that has some recipes in it. Probably, I think I'm up to like 10 or 12. I will be producing a hard copy recipe book at some point. So Monday I'm doing garlic spaghetti squash with chicken and kale. I will double up on the chicken for myself and my husband so that we get our extra protein. And then the kale is going to be the cruciferous. I do a Taco Tuesday, and then I'm going to be adding some cabbage slaw for the cruciferous, and then double up on the meat. Artichoke chicken with broccoli. And again, just getting in those cruciferous, doubling up on the meats. Thursday, steaks with sweet potatoes, fries, and asparagus. These are all homemade. Burgers with aioli and carrot fries and broccoli. A whole chicken and sweet potatoes with cauliflower, and then a pizza night. And since I am eating a different way. My husband is eating a different way. We won't be doing the traditional pizza, but I'm actually going to be doing pizza toppings over cauliflower for myself and my husband. My one daughter, we're going to be doing probably a cauliflower crust for her, and we have a pizza oven that we're going to be putting everything in. So it'll be nice, quick, and easy with the same kind of flavors. So I'd be curious, what are you planning to eat? How are you planning to get your protein up? How are you planning to eat so it helps your hormones too and helps your body with any kind of detoxing it needs to do too? One other thing I do want to mention is, we hear so much about these detoxes. They are not right for everybody. You might be at a point where your body is too weak for detox to be really good for you. So keep that in mind. I used to think, oh yeah, I'll detox every quarter. Not necessarily. Also, intermittent fasting. I have a video on that in my program. It's not right for everybody. And it depends on where your body is, where your hormone levels are, where your adrenal health is, where your cortisol levels are. And I can educate you on that. So hope you enjoyed this. Let me know your takeaways and what you're planning to have. And if you need any help, just reach out. We can definitely do some coaching sessions to help you get to any of your goals. Take care. Bye.